Today we're talking judgment, judgments, judging others, judge. No one likes to be judged, yet we all judge each other. We judge ourselves constantly. I have yet to meet a human being that has not judged. I think judgment plays a big part in instinctually protecting ourselves. When we see a stranger, the first thing we do is judge. We judge their outer appearance, maybe their body language. Is this person safe to be around? Do I need to protect myself? What are my feelings about this person initially just looking at their body language and their actions? How do I feel about this? Does it make me comfortable? Does it make me uncomfortable? And this seems fine from a safety perspective to have these natural instincts come into play. The problem is that these judgments we make on others is most of the time, I would say 99.9% of the time, not true. We have these preconceived ideas, what other people are and how they will affect us. Many times these ideas come from our personal experiences. So when we judge others, we're actually just looking deep inside ourselves. Judging someone is a direct reflection of you. Depending on how I feel that day, I could see that person that I'm judging completely different than the next day where I'm feeling better or feeling worse or feeling happy or feeling sad. Or maybe something happened to me the day before and now I see that kind of person in a different kind of light. When we go into this judging state of mind, step back a little bit and look inside yourself. Where are these thoughts coming from? What are they trying to tell me about myself? Why am I thinking these thoughts? Having these huge revelations about self through another person is a great way to really analyze what's going on inside of you. Self-judging. We look into the mirror and we're like, oh, I feel so ugly today. I'm not pretty. I don't deserve this. I'm not enough. Constantly judging our minds, our thoughts, our ideas, our perceptions of ourselves. This can also be really self-destructive. Even if it's in a positive light, you're making these preconceived ideas that hold no power or truth over you. We take all this time to educate ourselves, to be able to make enough money to feed ourselves, to clothe ourselves, to house ourselves. But yet, many of us don't ever take the time to train our brains, to think about our thoughts, to become aware of them, to have control over them, to understand them. Taking the time to study your mind patterns, your judgments, your thoughts is just as important as eating, sleeping, feeding your children, going to work. We can't be expected to have our minds just work perfectly for us without doing any work. You're born with an open mind, but it gets fed all these things throughout your life and all these ideas. It's our job throughout our lifetime just to check in, to ask ourselves questions, to make sure that our minds are healthy and that they're working in the best possible way for us. That's having a nice, clear, compassionate, kind mind that is accepting to all. It takes work to not judge other people. It takes work and awareness to not judge ourselves. Why am I thinking this way of someone else or myself? Is this thought pattern helping me? Is this thought pattern compassionate and kind? The beautiful challenge of today is all about judgment. Starting from the moment you wake up, I want you to have your journal right by your side. Every time you notice a judgment in your mind, a judgment within you, or a judgment within someone that has walked past you or sat down at a table, or a coworker, or a friend, or a phone call maybe you had, all these judgments that we constantly make throughout the day, I just want you to be really brutally honest and jot them down. At the end of the day, read through those thoughts and really take in what your mind did all day long. Do you believe in the things that you think, or are they coming from somewhere else deep inside of you? As you're going through them, highlight the key words that really stand out to you. Jealousy, fear, sadness, happy, makes me angry, makes me feel this way, makes me feel that way. When you do your video post, just literally read through all those highlighted thoughts. This is a great exercise that I do often. It shows me very clearly how my brain is working, what I want to change. Checking in with your brain and saying, what's up, homie? Why are you thinking this way? Why are you being so negative? These things are not true. Retrain the brain so that it is a productive, kind, little thing in your head, and it's not just like jello sponging around, moving around, and just moving all these ideas bouncing off each other that really have no place to actually sit. Beautiful warriors, you're doing a great job. Keep digging through that brain of yours. Try to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. I applaud you for doing the work. I applaud you for putting in the effort and taking the time to really look deeper inside yourselves. It takes courage. Thank you for taking the time to make a better you so that we can create a better world together. Much love. One love.